What's up, everyone? It's the Tyrant here. Welcome back to another Q&A, and let me tell you, I really miss these things. It seems like a great community video series, and I want to start doing more of them. So, especially with the times we're going through right now, which I'll get to in a second, I think that I'm going to start bumping these up to maybe once a month. That way I can just connect with you guys, and it gives you a chance to ask the questions that you want to ask, and I just think that it's a great idea, and hopefully you guys think so too. So it's been a couple of weeks since I checked up on everyone, and I just wanted to see how everyone's doing. It's crazy, isn't it? The schools are now closed. Several businesses are now closed. There's a lot of people out there out of work. So, in reaching out to you, I hope that you're doing okay. I hope your families are doing okay. I did find out that a good friend of the site has, which is really scary, but I'm not going to say who it is, but we do wish her well, and I hope you guys wish her well too, and hopefully she'll get over it soon. So with that, let's go ahead and dive right into this. And before I do, I want to apologize for my voice. I have some seasonal allergies, so no, it's not the virus, it's just allergies that I've got here. So without further ado, our first question of the week comes from Sniper Precision. And Sniper Precision asks, Q&A Tyrant, how do you find such good games to play and continue adding content to your channel? Well, that's very sweet. Thank you. That's very generous of you. I get some recommendations. For example, Alien Isolation was recommended by a very good friend of mine, Alien King, 1970. And Tomb Raider, or Shadow of the Tomb Raider, I should say, was recommended to me by Melanie Mack. Other than that, games like Halo, Doom, Resident Evil, I've been longtime fans of those series for, quite some time. I've been a fan of Doom since I was, I think, in elementary school, maybe, middle school, something like that. And I've been a fan of Resident Evil since the second game. I didn't get a chance to play the first one until later. And of course, I've been a fan of Halo since the very first iteration of the series. So that's how I find my games. And if any of you have any recommendations on what to play, now is definitely the time to do it, since especially since a lot of us are at home right now. It's a great time to play some video games. So if you could, leave some comments or leave some suggestions in the comment section below, not just for me, but for the community as well. So excellent question, Sniper. Thank you for stopping by. Our next question comes from Insane Halo 117. Love the name, my friend. And Insane Halo asks, Hi Tyrant, I'm doing great. School's out for a month due to this crazy virus. Love your videos. For the Q&A, do you think 343 will add Halo 5 and eventually Halo Infinite to the Master Chief Collection? Well, I'm hoping they add Halo 5. I don't know if you can play Halo 5 currently in 4K. I don't think you can. I could be wrong there. But it'd be nice to have all of the Halo games just in one hub, in my personal opinion. You can't play Halo 5 on PC unless you count the Forge mode, which you can play on PC, but you can't play the campaign on PC, leaving it currently the only Halo title that you cannot play on PC. Or, I'll put it to you this way. Technically, you still can't play some of the other Halo games on PC because they haven't been released yet, but they're planning on being released this year. So, if that's the case, again, I don't know, because the way the virus is spreading, if it's going to have an effect on when the other Halo games are going to be released for the Master Chief Collection on PC. But my hope is that if they're going to continue to come out this year, with the close of the year bringing us Halo Infinite, and if that's the case, I really hope Halo 5 eventually makes it to the PC as well. That being said, Halo Infinite is already being planned on being launched for the PC. So I don't think it's necessarily paramount for it to be in the Master Chief Collection, but I can see it being added down the road. And what do you guys think? Do you think Halo Infinite and Halo 5 should be in the Master Chief Collection eventually? Or are you fine with Halo 5 not making it to the PC and just sticking with Forge, and with Halo Infinite being a standalone title? You guys let me know in the comments below. Our next question comes from Stacking Benjis. And Stacking Benjis asks, Q&A, what are the top 3 things that you think 343 should nail in Infinite for it to satisfy the most loyal old Halo players? And let me tell you something. I am definitely an old Halo player at this point. Well, for one thing, they got to nail the campaign. That's a major thing for me, because Halo 5 left us with the cliffhanger, which always leaves a sort of a sour note in my book. I'm never a fan of cliffhangers in video games, especially since it's been 5 years. 5 long years. Yes, pun intended. Since we've had our last major Halo title. That's a long time to wait. Imagine if you were waiting for Negan on The Walking Dead. Remember how he was picking his victim out in the end of season 6? Imagine if you had to wait 5 years to find out that he picked Glenn. Oh, whoops, sorry, spoiler alert, but it's been a few years now, so if you haven't seen it yet, sorry. But, well, he picked Abraham too, but still. So I'm really hoping that they nail the campaign, bring it full circle. Would love to see us return to the Halo ring. It looks like we're going to for sure. So that's, I think it's Zeta Halo. So that's definitely a plus. I'd like to see where the story takes Cortana. I'd like to see where the story takes our Master Chief and how he is going to save the day, how he is going to stop Cortana from taking over the galaxy, if that is still her goal, in fact, because, you know, they may retcon the whole thing. I hope they don't do that, because I still want to find out how Halo 5 ends, or at least the story that began with Halo 5 ends. Of course, I have my own theories that I've posted all over this channel in that regard, but we shall see. So that's definitely one. 2, I want them to add theater mode to campaign again, because I really do miss that. And I had this series going on called Third Person Mythic for a while, and I thought it would be really fun to do that in the Halo games that followed, but I couldn't do that because there was no theater mode for campaign. So I definitely hope that they add theater mode for campaign in that regard. Plus, you get to see a lot of really awesome machinima from our very, very creative Halo community, and I definitely would love to see that added in as well. The third thing that I want to add is I hope they add some sort of battle royale mode, because we've seen Call of Duty do that, and I feel like Halo's going to stay on that competitive edge in the video game world. It should definitely be in there as well. Maybe not at launch, but definitely DLC at some point. I want them to focus mostly on the campaign and the game's features, again, like theater campaign mode, or theater mode for campaign, and just perfecting the game all around, and hopefully down the road they can add Battle Royale as well. So excellent question. And our next question comes from Jack. And Jack asks, "Hey Tyrant, I'm good, all stocked up, and luckily my job allows me to work from home. Great video once again, thank you. As for my question, have you heard about the new Halo book regarding Blue Team going to Reach? What do you think?" No, I have not. So give me a little bit of a synopsis of this in the comments below. I'm definitely interested, but technically Blue Team's been on Reach a couple of times in Halo books, including The Fall of Reach, obviously, and also in First Strike. So it should be interesting to see what they plan on doing with this. I'm curious to see where Reach is at this point in time, because we really haven't heard much about it since First Strike, and so I'd love to see where 343 Industries is going to take it. So yeah, I am excited for it. I don't know if I'm going to read it right away. I'm not caught up on my Halo books. The last Halo book that I read was Ghost of Onyx, so that shows you how long it's been since I've read a Halo book. I think it's been about 12 years. So I hope they impress. I definitely need to get caught up, and you guys let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite Halo book? Our next question comes from Ancestor Empire, and Ancestor asks, "Is the Leon Kennedy's fault?" Probably my favorite question so far. You know what's funny about this? I've been playing Resident Evil 3, and if you've seen the opening cutscene to Resident Evil 3, or I put cutscene in quotes there because it's a cutscene, but it's a live action thing. This really isn't a spoiler here, but it definitely hits close to home. And I was playing this, going, was really now the right time to release Resident Evil 3? No, it's not Leon Kennedy's fault. Neither was the T-Virus. But is it Umbrella's fault? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Our next question comes from Datch. And Datch asks, "Hello, Mythic Towered. I hope you're having a great time. This is my question for the Q&A. What's your opinion on the Halo movie adaptations?" So far, they've been pretty good. I was a big fan of Forward Unto Dawn. I thought that was an excellent Halo film. I was a little disappointed with The Fall of Reach because they left so much out of it compared to the book, but it was still more faithful to the book than Halo Reach was. So I'll give credit where credit is due. But I would love to see another Halo live action film. I think that would be fantastic. And you guys let me know in the comments below what you would like to see made for live action from the Halo series. Do you want to see the original game made into live action? Do you want to see a more faithful adaptation of Halo Reach, or The Fall of Reach, I should say, or any of the Halo stories that we haven't seen in live action yet? What would you like to see? And our final question of the week, our star question, comes from Pat Last. And Pat Last says, hey man, all is well so far. Got the whole family home for 3 weeks because of quarantine, so we'll see in a few weeks, lol. Q&A question, Master Chief versus Doomslayer, who wins? This is a tough one because both have their obvious strengths and weaknesses. We have to break this down a little bit. Maybe we'll talk about gameplay first, because gameplay, I feel like, hands down, and you're gonna hate me for this, I think Doomslayer wins. You look at his suit, right? He's got a blade on one hand. He's got a flamethrower mounted on his shoulder, shoulder-mounted grenade launcher. He's got all those weapons, all those weapon mods, and he's just a walking tank. You know, when you compare him with Master Chief, he can just mow through enemies left and right, whereas Master Chief can be taken out, at least in Halo 2, with one shot from a Jackal sniper. Not the case with Doomslayer. So if they went head-to-head, in gameplay at least, I'd have to say Doomslayer definitely wins. Now, in lore-wise, that's a bit more complicated because Master Chief has had all this training since he was just a little kid, right? He is a Spartan from the ground up. He is definitely a Marine, right? So, not to mention he's got his energy shield. He has the training, I think, to at least give Doomslayer a hard time. It really would depend on what kind of weapons the Doomslayer has. I know that Master Chief can probably move a lot faster than Doomslayer in a sense, because even though in gameplay Doomslayer definitely moves faster, I think in real life, not in real life, but you know what I mean, it would be a lot more difficult just because of how bulky the suit is. I don't think he'd be able to be as agile as the Master Chief. So I think the Master Chief would definitely have an edge in that area. Plus, Master Chief has an energy shield. Even though Doomslayer has armor, I think the Master Chief's recharging ability definitely helps there. So I'd have to say it's a tie. Gameplay-wise, I think Doomslayer would win, hands down. Lore-wise, I think Master Chief would definitely have an edge over Doomslayer, but I would love to hear what you guys think in the comment section below. Master Chief or Doomslayer, and why? And I'd like to take a moment to thank each and every one of you for taking the time out of your busy day to sit down and watch this video. I do hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, I hope you'll consider subscribing for more great content right here on the channel. For more questions, go ahead and submit them in the comments section below for our next Q&A. I can't wait to hear them from you. I know you've got a lot of great questions, and I can't wait to read them on the channel. And I just want to say, stay safe out there. I care about every one of you, and you've just all done so much for me over the years. Stay safe, wash your hands, keep your family safe as well. I love every one of you. I'll catch you all right back here next time. And as always, I'm the Tyrant, signing off.